Hi Aquarius, welcome back to Peaceful Oracle. This is your monthly November 2021 reading. So this month I'm kind of doing my spread just a little bit more, freestyle. I'm just gonna kind of pull some cards and see how the messages come out. I kind of feel like November has this very intuitive, go with the flow, natural, follow whatever instincts or intuitive hits come up for you. So it's going to be that kind of month. So I'm just kind of want to follow my instincts here and see what kind of decks want to be used and what cards come out and just read in that kind of way. So I'm not going to do the traditional Celtic cross this month. I just kind of want to play around with the cards and the energies here. And as I was shuffling your cards and kind of tuning into your energy, Aquarius, one of the messages that I heard, so the High Priestess came out, and I'm sorry if you can hear the car alarm in the background there. I hope that turns off soon. Okay, so for the High Priestess, what I heard was that there is going to be a massive shift. So I think you're kind of already going through it. I think you can kind of sense it, or you're already experiencing a massive shift. And I feel like there's something here that's guided, that's divinely guided. And Spirit is saying to follow, like I said earlier, to follow your instincts and to follow your heart, your intuition. I kind of feel like some of you are being taken out of kind of like a chaotic situation, or a situation that's creating some chaos inside you. So I see you kind of moving to calmer waters. And then we had the 10 of Wands fall out here. So there might be a situation here where you are feeling like there has, it's become like a heavy burden. It's become something that you can no longer carry on your back. And I'm also hearing just, it's an ending. It's an ending to a big cycle. It's an ending to something you've taken on. And what I'm seeing is that you might be going through a shedding process. So you might be going through, a kind of like a detox. And so just be gentle with yourself as you're kind of navigating through these changes. So I'm hearing that things will kind of level out or smoothen out. But it's almost like we just kind of have to ride the wave of this cleansing and clearing, purifying process so we can kind of get to the other end. I'm also hearing, don't worry too much about how something will come into manifestation, because there's divine timing for everything, and how it's almost like, we can't see, if we're trying to manifest a career, then it's like there's other factors, outside external factors, that also need to line up with us and the right timing. So Spirit's kind of taking care of that. So it may kind of feel, I'm hearing the word jumbled up. So things are kind of, and now they're showing me like a jar where like shaking up a jar. So it's like things are being shaken up with like beans, like something inside of it, like beans or some kind of, actually they look like these colorful little papers. I don't know. But they're like shaking it up, and like things are just kind of being tossed around is what it kind of feels like right now, because there's just a massive energy shift. So that's I kind of feel like you're going through, and then, so you may find that you're a bit emotionally withdrawn as well. Like you're not, you may kind of feel some need. I'm hearing the word rest your heart. So some of you may really need some of that time to rest your heart, to really kind of figure out what's going on with you, and some of the things that you may be needing to process. I'm also hearing with the Emperor here that there's something here where you kind of need to make an executive decision, or kind of take an executive role on something, or like a leadership role on something. I'm also hearing like autonomy. So making sure that you stand firm in your beliefs. So making sure that you stand firm in what you want for yourself, and not being swayed in one way or the other. And I'm hearing from Spirit this month, take the time to really build your confidence, to get really in touch with your truth, and to get very clear about your truth. Because when we're very clear about our truth and we know where we want to go from there, it will really feel like some of the decisions that you have to face, or you might have to even vocalize, or you may have to kind of tell your truth, or really like do some courageous things in terms of making choices and decisions. It's going to strengthen you, getting in touch with that truth, because without a shadow of a doubt that this is the direction that you want to go in. But you are moving in a direction. There's some significant ending that's coming up for you with the 10 of Wands, or something that's just kind of run its course, something that's just over, I think. And then with the 4 of Cups, I think I'm seeing it more of needing to sort through your emotions and allowing yourself the time to rest your heart. Like, give your heart the time it needs. Like, for example, if you're going through some ending here, then give yourself the time you need to grieve or heal, or just really kind of let yourself be in that space. You don't need to rush into like another relationship. You don't need to rush into like another thing where you need to invest that energy into there. It's more about healing and kind of finding some quiet time for yourself, and really kind of sorting through your mind. I think that also spending some time and clearing your thoughts is going to be really helpful for you this month as well. I kind of feel like this month for you, Aquarius, it's going to be a time for you to kind of really sit with yourself and calibrate and really get in touch with your truth. It doesn't feel chaotic. It doesn't necessarily feel like there is too much of, I feel like things have already been shaken up, and it's more about you kind of giving yourself that time to process everything that's coming up, because everything that's coming up may be things that we just never allowed ourselves to see, things that we didn't allow ourselves to process. And allowing ourselves to process is going to be really beneficial for you going forward, because I think there's some really beautiful things coming up for you. But I feel like if we kind of have all this baggage, then it can't come in. We can't really welcome in the new while we're still carrying the old. So I think this month for you, Aquarius, it's going to be about processing the past, processing those emotions. I feel like October might have revealed a lot of things to you. So things really might have come out from your shadow. And so spend this month in that space of, okay, I'm going to allow myself to look at what's coming up for me, and allow myself to finally face or deal or grieve or, embrace whatever it is coming up for me. And I'm also hearing that you may find you end up overcoming a lot of self-limitations or old like negative thought patterns that you might have always carried with you, and you're finding now that they're not really serving a purpose anymore. I think that you might have felt like holding on to certain belief systems or certain thoughts were protecting you, or they were helping you along the way to kind of fit into society. But what I'm seeing is you're kind of taking a second look at those old thought patterns and kind of knowing that, yes, I've always believed this, but I don't really feel like I need this anymore. Like, I think that I want to change the way I talk to myself. I want to change the way I believe what I believe about myself. So having that confidence, having that willingness to do it differently this time around is what I'm sensing. So I'm going to get into each of these cards here. Let's see what comes up for each of these. Okay, High Priestess. Okay. Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups here. So there may be something here about with the 3 of Cups, there may be like a group of friends, or I'm seeing more of it could also be like a business team or like a company. But it kind of feels like there's some kind of offer that might be coming in that's going to help you kind of move out of a situation. So I am seeing assistance, like a group of people or like a team of people that's going to be maybe offering you something that will help you move out of some kind of situation. But it feels like a significant offer. Like the High Priestess is, and it could be something where you are able to use your natural gifts, your natural talents, something that comes very naturally to you. And so it's going to feel like smooth sailing, almost is what I'm hearing. Like it's just going to feel like it fits so perfectly with you. Some of you I'm hearing the word soul tribe. So some of you may be attracting your soul tribe. Some of you may be really coming into alignment with that. But then that's why, and then that's what they're saying is that's why we want you to clear. We want you to clear your energy, continue to heal. Even if things seem a little bit slow and you're not really sure like what's going on in terms of work or relationships, or things kind of feel like they're at a standstill, that's okay. I think what I'm hearing from Spirit is that is the time that you can use in order for you to kind of go within, heal any kind of unresolved stuff and clear away that energy so you can kind of be able to receive. So then they're saying is when offers come in or new opportunities come in, if we're clear, then we can receive better. It comes in faster and it comes in easier. So clearing your energy and processing old stuff is going to be, I think, a theme for you this month, Aquarius, because you have some wonderful gifts that want to come in, but it's like Spirit needs you to be ready for it, though. So, okay, let's see what we have coming up with the 10 of Wands. What does Aquarius need to know about the 10 of Wands for this month? Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so there may be something here about money. There may be something here about kind of feeling stressed out is what I heard. Like feeling really stuck in terms of finances and feeling like you're, there's some kind of like there could be some kind of like financial burden you're dealing with, or some kind of worry about resources. And it could be something. Oh, wow. Okay. So what they're showing me is that it's actually ending. The 10 of Wands. So if some of you have been in this pattern of always having to worry about money, or always having to worry about like, where is the next paycheck going to come, or how am I going to make ends meet? Or if there's kind of like this energy of a sense of feeling like I don't have money in my life, or I don't have finances or abundance, I'm kind of hearing that energy is starting to kind of leave your sphere. And what I'm hearing also is that one of the things that can help to move that energy out of this phase in your life is to be able to capitalize on the things that you can already do. So if some of you have like a natural talent or a gift, kind of follow that intuition, because it could lead to some kind of abundance for you that can help you to relieve some burdens or stress off your shoulders that have been there for a very, very, very long time, is what I'm seeing. Let me actually, I'm kind of feeling like I want to pick a clarifying card for the High Priestess and 3 of Cups and the 10 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles before I move forward. So I'm just going to go back here. Let's do 10 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles since I'm still in that energy here. Okay, what do we need to know about the 10 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles for Aquarius? I'm not sure why I didn't do that earlier. The 10 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. What does Aquarius need to know about the 10 of Wands? Ah, interesting. Okay, so this could be something in like a marriage or a partnership where there seems to be, maybe there's some stress in the financial department, or just kind of feeling like there's like a heavy weight or a burden. You're feeling it. There may be some kind of discord there. I'm going to pick one more here. So what should Aquarius know about this? Oh, interesting. Oh, look at that. Ace of Cups. Really beautiful. I love that. So that's very, very promising there. So this may be kind of like a new offer or a potential for something that will really help to maybe alleviate a lot of that stress. So there's like an overabundance or an overpouring of something that comes in for you that will help you to feel refreshed and renewed. So it kind of feels like there's some heavy financial stuff that's going on here. It might be good to kind of clear that energy center, or to clear maybe like the solar plexus, or maybe the root chakra, something where we feel often like a sense of lack, or we feel like that we're not enough, like our sense of worth sometimes will also help to clear up that energy. So that is kind of what I'm sensing. There's something here about needing to acknowledge or put some attention or focus on that that area in our life. Is where do we feel like we're not enough, or where do we feel like we're not worthy of abundance or money, and kind of adjusting and realigning some of our beliefs around that, because that could also be affecting some kind of financial roadblocks perhaps. But I kind of feel like in this month there might be some kind of resolve with that. There may be some kind of sense of clarity of how am I going to, like, it's almost like the energy will clear, and then that will kind of open up the channels for abundance to come in. So it kind of feels like there's some healing that's happening there. Okay, I'm going to go back towards the High Priestess and the Three of Cups, just because I should have picked some clarifying cards there. So I'm going to go back there. That's what I'm feeling. Oh, interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. So there's a lot of worries here. We're really worried about something here. Okay, and then the Emperor. The Five of Pentacles. So I'm kind of feeling, Aquarius, there might be someone in your life that has, so we have the Emperor that came up twice here, but this energy felt very different from this energy here. So the Emperor in this card, I kind of feel like there may be someone, okay, so there may be someone in your life that, you know, maybe is a bit controlling, maybe. Oh, okay. So what I'm hearing is there may be someone in your life, Aquarius, where, you know, it could be like a father figure. A lot of times Emperor shows up as like a male fatherly type energy, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be someone who tends to try to be a bit controlling, tends to want to always have the last say, tries to run. I'm hearing the word runs a tight ship. Oh, that's funny. There's a ship on that card. So runs a tight ship. And what I'm kind of seeing is that if you're kind of feeling stuck, it's almost like you're feeling stuck or you're feeling defeated in a certain situation. And it kind of feels like the energy is coming to a close though. It feels like there's also been a real sense lack of support and lack of guidance is what I'm hearing, and lack of resources, like really feeling left out in the cold. And I kind of feel like the energy here is that there could have been a dynamic where there's someone in your life that kind of has this kind of controlling energy, and they tend to cause a lot of stress, worries, and feelings of lack or feeling left out. Maybe they make you feel like you don't have a lot of choices and options, so it's making you feel very stuck. And it kind of feels like it's someone who's hidden in plain sight with the High Priestess card is what I'm hearing. And there may actually be like a group, you know, it may be kind of like you may think that there's just the Emperor, like there's just this one person, but sometimes you don't know if there are other people involved in his or her behaviors. Like there could be other people that kind of talk around them, that kind of influence their choices and decisions, and then they act a certain way towards you. So like they could have, you know, like some like parents or siblings or friends or someone that kind of like instigate certain things, and it kind of changes the way they think or what they do. Because it kind of feels like there's some group effort or group energy, but it kind of feels like it's hidden, like it's not so obvious, right? Like it doesn't really seem that way on the outside, but there is like this underlying energy that's happening behind the scenes. And so you end up feeling like you know, why is this person treating me like this? Or why are they like this? Or this is too much stress for me, without realizing that like there might be, I'm getting the sense like there's something hidden from you, or you're not able to see something clearly. I kind of feel like there's more, if there's some kind of issue, I'm hearing domestic issue. So if there's some kind of domestic issue, then it kind of feels like there's more than one person involved in contributing to some of the behaviors or some of the shifts and changes. Like there's like every time I see the High Priestess with the red curtain, I always think of Wizard of Oz with the wizard behind the curtain, like controlling everything, but you can't see him, you know, you kind of have this illusion that it's this great wizard, right? So, but there is something here about it being a contributing factor into something that may have caused quite a bit of stress, or quite a bit of feeling of lack, or feeling unsupported, feeling out in the cold, feeling like you don't belong to something, you know? Maybe you're in a group dynamic or a family dynamic where you often feel like you don't fit in or you don't belong. And it's kind of like you don't realize how maybe a lot of times it's like they may be doing it on purpose, but they don't kind of show that on the outside. They're being very, very sneaky about it. And so what I'm hearing from Spirit is to trust your intuition. If that's the kind of sense or hit that you're getting from a certain type of dynamic or situation, then use that intuition, trust it, because you're probably right. And then this card just kind of fell into my lap, Six of Wands. I really like the Six of Wands for this section right here, because Six of Wands is the card of victory. I feel like Aquarius, you were kind of making your mark in the world. And I feel like that mark will help you to move forward in your life where you are better treated, where you are appreciated, and where you are cherished. Because this energy right here, over here, that you're in and may have been in for a long time, this does not feel like you're being honored. So I kind of feel like you might be moving away from this energy here, and you may go in search of the thing that resonates, either the life, the job, the family, the partner, whoever it is, whatever it is, it's going to be something where you end up finding a better fit for yourself, where you can be happy, where you can really shine and you can be yourself. I'm going to pick one more card here. What else does Aquarius need to know? What else says, what's the outcome for this for Aquarius? So I'm hearing like, just stay dedicated to your vision. If you have like a vision for something, stay dedicated to it. Don't lose focus on that, because that vision, that manifesting, like every day kind of imagining what it is that you want to create or where you want your energy to shift, that will definitely create this new reality for yourself here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. So also we have the Queen of Swords. So this is also about being very strategic. This is about being very analytical and very mature and intelligent about the way you handle a certain situation. So just make sure that you don't involve too much of your emotions into something, because some things could be kind of like a delicate issue. So it's kind of good to, I'm hearing like it's good to be very composed and to keep your wits about you. So things may not seem like what things are not what they seem, is what I'm hearing. So it's almost like observe, take some time to stand back, observe, and kind of pay attention, or maybe even take notes. So what I'm hearing is, if you see certain like things or certain behaviors or certain patterns that you're kind of noticing, you're in these intuitive hits, I'm hearing take notes, like write it all down. And so that will kind of help you to find some clarity, depending on, depending on a situation that you might be facing here. So, okay, so let's go into the Four of Cups now. Let's see what we have coming up with the Four of Cups. I'm seeing you being very reserved. You're being very careful. It's almost like you're just kind of sitting and watching and waiting to see how something is going to play out. I'm hearing the word eggshell, so there may be some eggshells that you might be walking on. maybe some just kind of people around you that just make you uncomfortable at the moment. So let's see here. 4 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Okay, so there may be some kind of relationship here with the 2 of Cups where, you know, there's, it's like there's some kind of, there's a withdrawal is what I'm hearing. There's like a withdrawal in emotions with a relationship. It kind of feels like there's someone that's been a bit disappointed. There's someone that feels like they don't really want to, they kind of just want to be in their own space. Like they're not really wanting to kind of share their space with someone. So if you're like in a relationship, you're not, it's like you're not, your heart's not in it, or like you don't have the energy, you don't have like the capacity to really be invested at the moment. There could be something that has really like stressed you out, or something that has really disappointed you or betrayed you or something like that. So it could be kind of a dynamic there in a relationship where you feel like I need to walk away or turn away from this. So yeah, and someone with the King of Pentacles. So maybe you're in a relationship with someone with the King of Pentacles. So someone who is very grounded, has a very good handle on money matters. Could be someone who has a lot of money. And let me pick one more here. But someone who tends to kind of be very, very concerned with money, or like how to make money very, like that's usually where their focus is, on work, on building, on. Okay, and then we have the King of Cups. Which is someone who can be quite sensitive. Someone who has, I'm definitely sensing like sensitivity, but also kind of withdraws or withholds their emotions here a bit. And then we also have the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knight of Pentacles, something about building, something about kind of, I'm hearing repairing, putting in the work, putting in the effort. So there could be someone here that's trying to like put in the effort or put in the work in trying to create some kind of stability or longevity towards something here. It may be even in a relationship. So someone who is willing to kind of put in the work is what I'm saying. What else should Aquarius know about this? Okay, what's the outcome here? But I'm also seeing that there's like, this could be someone, I'm hearing the word slow. I mean, Pentacle cards are usually pretty slow. They move slow. So it could be someone that kind of just goes really slow, you know, just really doesn't take action very quickly, just kind of tends to stall or halt a bit, and tends to kind of not really like, it takes them like a long time to kind of put the pieces together. So that could be kind of like frustrating for, you know, this woman here on the 4 of Cups, where it's like, when is this going to happen? Because I'm getting tired of waiting and I'm getting exhausted, kind of thing. There's that energy. Okay, so what I see here is you're the 6 of Swords. So maybe Aquarius, I see you not really wanting to work on something, like you've just kind of distanced yourselves, because 6 of Swords is a card of movement. It's a card of moving out of those choppy waters and, you know, feeling kind of bruised is what I heard, like bruised and just disinterested, or not really feeling like you can win here, you know, like there's anything that's going to really come out of it. So and then we have the 9 of Cups here. So there may be something where, you know, you wanting to kind of leave a situation or wanting to move out of the situation, and that might bring a lot of happiness for you. It'll be like a wish fulfilled. So there's something here in a relationship dynamic where there could be one person kind of wanting to distance themselves, to walk away, to leave. And I kind of see that there's some happiness on the horizon. There'll be kind of a wish fulfilled, or feeling like, you know, you're finally kind of you kind of go to where you are happy. Going towards your happiness is what I'm seeing. So some of you, I really do see movement. I see moving. So some of you may be moving to a place or to do something that's just going to bring you so much more happiness. And so again, I think that Aquarius, you do have some significant changes coming up. So I would really spend this time of November really kind of purifying, cleansing, clearing your energy, because the more you do that, the better you're going to feel throughout your day. So eating really well, taking care of yourself, exercising, getting lots of rest. Also, it's not always just about work and putting in the effort. It's going to be also about making sure that you're relaxed, that you're happy, that you have fun, you laugh, watch a good movie, watch something that kind of like really brightens you up and lightens your spirit. So that's going to be something that connect with your joy, connect with something that brings a sense of joy to you, because that will really raise your vibration. That's so good for you. So whatever it is that you need to do for you to feel your best is going to be really important. I'm also seeing clean the house, or like clean your apartment or wherever it is that you live, clean your space. Keep that energy clear, because if there's heavier energies, especially because I did see some domestic disputes, or like maybe some weird energy. There may be some uncomfortable energy. So clearing up that energy in the home will also help to kind of like help you focus and, move forward there. But I kind of feel like you have some exciting things coming up, but it almost feels like you kind of have to get through this, a little bit of this weird ending almost. Like it does feel like an ending, and I know it's uncomfortable. But yeah, it kind of feels like you're going through like a growing pains. And I know it's uncomfortable. I understand. Okay, so there's the Emperor here. So the Emperor here, I think, is you, Aquarius. And this is more about you taking a stand and having that assertiveness. Like, this is what I want. This is what I believe in. And this is where I'm going to go. And giving yourself permission to not really need another person's approval or validation to make those choices for yourself. And what I'm hearing is that this is going to be a big test for you in your growth, Aquarius. This is going to be a test for you in your growth, because this may be something that you kind of need to embody. Could be something that you have maybe struggled with in the past. It could be something where, it's like it's time for that change, and that's why it's kind of happening, because in order for you to walk this new path that you have coming up for you, it's going to be important that we learn to kind of embody some traits of, I'm hearing like independence, like being able to stand firm in yourself. Especially if we are used to being dependent on others, or we're used to allowing other people kind of speak for us or make decisions for us. And we allow people to confuse us, and kind of everybody give us their opinions and tell us what to do and what to say and all that kind of stuff. I kind of feel like this month you're going to need to, there may be some situation where it's going to require you to really stand firm in what you believe in and take that Emperor role. So that might be a challenge for you, but it's also helping you in your growth, and it's kind of pushing you forward. And it's something like, it's kind of like, I feel like speech class in school has always been one of those classes, like no one ever really wants to get up and do public speaking because it's so nerve-wracking. And I feel like it's something like that. It's like, it's something that using your voice is going to be something where it's like, yes, it's uncomfortable and it makes us feel vulnerable, but it's almost like it's going to empower you as well, though, at the same time. And it's something that we kind of have to push ourselves through. Then we have the Emperor. So, and then we have the Fool here. Oops, sorry. So with the Fool card and the Hierophant and the Emperor, so we have some pretty big major arcana cards here. So we have the Fool, which is setting out on a new journey. Not really sure what is going to happen, where we're going to go, what we're going to encounter, and what we're going to come across, but you're going on the journey. And it's divinely guided. You know, this thing here, I think with the Hierophant, it's about listening to your divine guidance and listening to your wisdom, listening to your inner wisdom. And I think that that is what will help you to embody this Emperor role this month, really standing firm and strong in your beliefs and allowing yourself to take risks and take chances is what I'm hearing with the Fool card. This card's going to be about risks and chances. It's going to be about trusting yourself. It's going to be about saying goodbye to the old and hello to the new. And so they keep bringing this up again, clearing your energy, because I think that you are going through, I'm surprised that the World card did not come up, because it feels like you're going through a really big world type of thing, like a big ending to a big phase in your life. And this could be something that's has been there for like almost even 2 decades. You know, it's a big thing, like these patterns that have just been there. And they're kind of coming full circle and taking their exit. Like, okay, you don't need this energy anymore. You can say goodbye to it. You can let go. You can say you can let go of the past and allow yourself to move forward. I kind of feel like Spirit's coming in, or the universe is coming in and trying to push you onto this new path of the Fool. And it's going to be very important to stay empowered in yourself, use your voice and take an authoritative or an assertive position of what you believe in. And then also listening to that inner wisdom, that guidance, and really embodying all the lessons about life that you have learned up until now. So that is really beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm actually going to take off my bracelet here because I feel like it keeps banging onto the... Okay, sorry. I didn't know if that was annoying or not for my bracelet to hit the table. So, okay. So let's pick another card for the Fool, the Hierophant, and the Emperor. What else does Aquarius need to know about the Emperor, the Fool, and the Hierophant? Yeah, making a decision. So there's going to be a big decision that comes up for you, and it may, again, require moving. It may require you to make that choice of which one do I want to go with? And I always say choose growth. Always go where you're going to grow. Especially, and then like take that time to kind of outweigh your options, really feel into things, make sure you have that clarity within you, and you'll be able to make your choice. You'll be able to make your decision. What's the outcome of this for Aquarius, for the Two of Pentacles? The Fool, the Hierophant, Emperor. What's the outcome for this? I'm hearing a new place. You guys may be moving to like a new place, somewhere you have never been before. Temperance. Okay. So yeah, so this is going to be about patience, divine timing. It's going to come in. The opportunities will come in. Just have some patience and have some trust is what I'm hearing here. Have some trust in the process and have some trust in what's coming up for you. Okay. I want to start picking. And then I turn the deck over, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is beautiful. So you have a lot of abundance coming in. I'm also kind of seeing like being able to enjoy your own hard work is what I'm hearing. Being able to bring in some, and I kind of feel like you're moving out of this Five of Pentacles energy. So I feel as though that you're going to really be able to come into a era for yourself of abundance. Like this might have been there for a long time, like this energy of Five of Pentacles and feeling like you're bound to something. And then you also have the Ten of Wands, and you also have the Ten of Swords here. So lots of worries and stress and feeling kind of like you're stuck somewhere. You can't really, it's a heavy burden, like not really feeling like, not really feeling like you can, move in a direction that you want to move in. With the Ace of Cups with this as well, this could also be a renewal in a relationship. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an ending to a relationship. I picked up on ending, but for some of you, it could be an ending. And for others of you, it could be a renewal. It could be something where like the heaviness of the relationship maybe starts to cleanse and clear out. But whatever it is, there is a change in relationships, especially in terms of maybe like a home life, so either the dynamics will change, there's a renewal in the relationship, or it kind of, it's kind of coming to a close or an end, something like that. So maybe some kind of dynamic there with that. Okay, let's see here. Let me pick some guidance cards. What's a challenge for Aquarius this month? What will Aquarius be challenged with this month of November? Simplicity, yeah. It may be kind of hard for you there may be a lot going on in your mind. There may be a lot of worries or a lot of thoughts, a lot of planning. I mean, there may be a lot of things on the table, lots of things to do. So you may kind of find it hard to simplify your life and feel like you can relax because there's so much to do. I'm not necessarily seeing this as a bad thing. I think that it's more just about the fact that there's a lot to do and you're going to be very busy this month getting things prepared and ready. And I think that there's like multiple layers of that's happening. There is you needing to reconnect with yourself. So there may be some healing happening there. There could be also needing to clear your mind, clear your energy space. And then there's also needing to kind of assert some level of like independence or autonomy, like standing up for what you believe in, and then kind of preparing yourself for some changes that are coming up. I think you can feel it. And I think that this month we can probably call it processing and preparing for the future. So that's going to be something that you may find that you're doing a lot this month, and kind of taking that action towards it, like really putting that into action and just kind of waiting. And I kind of also see you just waiting. You'll know when the time is right for things to move and when things come in. So it's more about preparation and about processing, just whatever comes up for you this month. So it's not going to be like a simple month. It's going to come with lots of stuff. But not all bad. It's going to still have some its good moments. There's just a lot going on, I think. Okay, and look at that wisdom. And I dropped a card, so let me just grab that real quick. I love this. Success. Beautiful. So I kind of feel like maybe some of you are going to be using your wisdom. There's something here, I kind of feel like, so these two are together. I feel like there's something here about, there may be some, spiritual knowledge or some kind of wisdom that you're using to create some kind of success for yourself. There's something linked here there's also something here about you kind of knowing the depths of something. There is this, there's this knowledge or this, so you're sharing something, you're sharing something, something that you have experienced yourself. And in that, I feel like there's something that you're doing, Aquarius, where other people feel like they can either see that you have either gone through some kind of experience. So that's why you have this inner wisdom from experiences. And that kind of makes you almost like an authority not an authority. I don't know if that's the right word, but like people can kind of see you and see like, okay, this person knows what they're talking about because I can see that they went through it. Only someone who went through this would know what that feels like or would know this information kind of thing. And so that kind of puts you in a place of being open to a channel of success. So maybe someone take notice, or someone will kind of see this in you and see that you have this potential, or they want to offer you something that will bring a lot of success to you. So if you're kind of someone who's doing that, sharing your wisdom, sharing your expertise or your knowledge on something, keep going with that, because it kind of feels like there's something there. There's something there. Beautiful. Okay, let me do soul coaching here. What's the theme for Aquarius this month? What's the theme for Aquarius this month? Light. My light radiates through my life and the world around me. Yeah. So this is all about showing yourself. This is all about showing your authenticity. This is all about showing the world who you are and what you've become and where you've come from. I think that this is something where you are creating success by being you authentically and like shining through. So you're radiating through, and that's going to attract a lot of that energy that is like high vibrational. It's something that where, people are able to see you as kind of like a beacon. And they're able to connect with you and resonate with you, and they're able to feel like they're seen. And so that helps other people find their inner light, by seeing other people kind of as an example, shine theirs. And so I feel like Aquarius, you may be someone that's stepping into that role. You're stepping into this role of shining your light. And by doing that, it's on an energetic level, whether you're actively doing this with other people or not, on an energetic level, in the spiritual realm, it's going to sets off a chain reaction of other people also discovering their light and discovering their potential, and helping them to feel like they can do this too, or they can also be that. So it's very encouraging and very liberating is the word that I am. Liberating for you and liberating for the people that you're influencing. So that's a really beautiful thing to see. I love that. Let's just keep going. Let's just pick some more guidance cards here and see what comes up. Another guidance card for Aquarius, please. What else do we have coming up for Aquarius? Beautiful. Okay, so we have poised. So with the poised, I really feel like you may be seen as someone who is, again, not only are you shining your light, but you're really setting this example where people might kind of see you as someone who carries themselves very well, someone who's very sophisticated, mature, can really handle, difficult situations, and really knows how to, be maybe diplomatic in certain situations, knows not to kind of maybe let their emotions carry them away. So you're kind of taking that stance this month. You're standing in your power. You're kind of being authentically true to yourself, and you're not really letting other people you're not letting them have control or manipulation over how you feel about things or anything like that. So that's going to be a very important thing that comes up for you this month. I think you're also you may impress yourself. You may see that in yourself, like, wow, look how far I've come in my healing. Look how far I've come in the work that I've done, because now I'm able to kind of be this I've really come into myself, and I'm able to show the world that. And so I see you being very proud of yourself in terms of your inner work and your self-image. I kind of feel like your self-image is going to go up this month. So for some of you who have been working on that, if you've been working on, your self-esteem or your sense of self-worth, I kind of feel like that's going to go up this month for you. You're going to feel good about yourself, and not in like a narcissistic way, but like in a, like a high self-esteem, like high value. You look at yourself and you like who you are, and you're confident in who you are. And that's a wonderful thing to have, and a wonderful thing to be. And it does serve as a light for other people that they can be that too. So that's wonderful, Aquarius. I like this. Okay, and then we have building blocks as well. So you're building something. You're building something very substantial. And what I'm hearing is don't underestimate the small stuff. Even if it's something as a little bit of like one little post on Instagram or Twitter or something, like you never know. You never know what will lead to what. So don't underestimate even the small things. Everything contributes to that building block. Everything contributes to it. So that's going to be something that you will be able to use. It will serve you. So kind of don't belittle the smaller ideas. Just give it a shot, give it a chance. Even if it's kind of just something that you think is just not going to really make a difference. If it inspires you, if it kind of, you get like this little light bulb moment in your mind, just go with it, chase it, see what happens. Because you never know how things will work out and in what way and what's meant for people. So just follow your instincts, follow your heart, follow your intuition, because I really feel like doing that will really lead to a lot of success for you and it doesn't have to be this month. I just kind of feel like you're going to be doing these things this month, but the success will kind of snowball. It will build. It will create what you want in the future. Fear. So I also feel like, again, I think as you're kind of processing and healing a lot of things, I think that this month you may also really tap into some of those fears. And again, they're coming out because they can't be there if we're going to come into this new phase in our life. If we're having certain long held beliefs, we're having that those shadows come out. You might be doing some shadow work this month, tackling some things that you feel like have had control over you, things that you feel like have had this, you've been chained to it. So I think that it's going to be important for you to take that time to really process things. And I feel like that's going to really serve you and help you out this month. And I feel like in December, you may feel lighter. You may feel like you've kind of worked through a lot of things. I'm almost kind of sensing that some of you may feel this feeling of, when you are just recovering from being sick, like with the flu or something, and your body's kind of tired and that your body just kind of went through something. It kind of feels like that for December. It kind of feels like you're purging a lot, like there's a lot of toxins or just things like this energy that maybe a stagnant energy that's been there for a long time is purging out. And so just be patient with yourself, that if there are some things that feel really painful, do what you need to do in order to take care of yourself. But just know that if you're kind of moving through some emotions or something like that, that it's part of the process of you purging, and allow yourself to purge it out. Be honest with yourself, really look at it and even write it down. And just kind of really slowly, compassionately, and gently kind of let yourself really, and if you need someone to kind of hold space for you and talk to someone, that would be wonderful. That would be great, because sometimes we need that. We need someone to kind of hold our hand and to help us to understand what we're feeling and what we're going through. So yeah, I kind of feel like there's going to be like a deep healing that's also happening behind the scenes here. Okay, let's do one more card here, and this is from the angels. What do the angels have to say for Aquarius this month? Okay, intuition is going to be very strong this month, Aquarius. The angels have to say for Aquarius this month. Oh, the angels don't want to talk today. There we go. Oh, 2. Okay, great. Ideas and inspiration. So again, just listening to that intuition, then we have listening. So listen to the ideas and inspiration. Maybe the angels will be giving you some guidance this month. They will be I'm hearing dreams. So some of them may be coming in your dreams. Some of them also may be kind of coming to you. I'm seeing someone painting. So maybe you're kind of channeling some energy, or you're channeling messages through painting. And like you're painting what you're seeing in your mind's eye. So there's some really beautiful ideas that are coming through to you. And some of you may be just getting those ideas or hits in the shower, something like that. So I think that this month is going to be very inward, like that inward work. And then that is going to kind of manifest into something really beautiful on the outside. So this is going to be a transformative process here. And so just take it one day at a time. But you're definitely protected, and you're on a path to somewhere. You're being guided somewhere and rerouted in a certain direction. And just kind of have that patience, because things will happen in their own time. And I think the best thing you can do for yourself is always focus inward and focus on yourself. Focus on your growth, because that will get you to where you want to go. But you're onto something here. You have some really beautiful, really amazing things coming up. And it has all to do with you kind of coming out and really showing and expressing yourself as who you authentically are. Don't be ashamed or embarrassed of who you are. Own it is what I'm hearing. So this is going to be part of that, is because we might have maybe learned in the past that it's not okay to own who we are. It's not okay for us to be who we are. It's not okay for us to want the things that we want, because we're afraid of what people say or how they'll judge us. And so being able to free ourselves from that makes us unlimited, So maybe this month there may be some things that come up where we feel like we're limited. And so being able to tackle those things will kind of free up some more space for us to move forward. So this is a really beautiful growth process for you. And make sure you just take care of yourself and find some time in the month to have some fun and to let loose and to relax as well, because that's also a healthy thing to do. It's not healthy just to be constantly working on work on yourself, but it's not healthy to just be constantly only focused on that too. It's good to let loose and have fun as well. So, okay, Aquarius, you have a really beautiful month coming up. I'm really excited for you. I hope this reading was helpful. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's very helpful for the channel. And I will see you for next month. Bye, Aquarius.